Hey everyone, welcome back. We're doing a deep dive today, all about AI, artificial intelligence. It's popping up everywhere, and it seems like it's making more and more decisions.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah. So we've got a few sources to dig into. There's this Harvard Gazette article about AI ethics, a YouTube panel discussion on AI and humanism, and then this Forbes article about leadership in the AI age.
It sounds like we've got a lot to cover.
We do. And
Yeah.
the thing is, it's not just theory anymore, right? It's like the Harvard article points out, AI is already running things behind the scenes, like with Google and Facebook, Amazon, you name it.
It's already pretty integrated into our lives, yeah.
It is. And get this, businesses are expected to spend like, was it $110 billion every year on AI by 2024?
Wow.
I know even after the pandemic kind of messed things up economically.
Yeah, that's a huge investment.
It is. And that shows you how much potential businesses see in AI.
Right. And it's not just, automating those little tasks anymore.
Yeah.
AI is making big decisions now, like in healthcare. Finance, even criminal justice.
It's kind of wild to think about AI making decisions like who gets a loan
Absolutely.
or even influencing legal stuff. But okay, before we get too deep into that, let's talk about the good stuff for a minute.
Okay.
So this YouTube panel, they had Gary Shapiro on there. He's like the head of the Consumer Technology Association.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
And he is so optimistic about AI.
Really?
He sees it as like this way to boost productivity, and free up us humans to do more creative things, more strategic stuff.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
It's like it takes care of the busy work so we can focus on the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, though, like, what will jobs look like in the future?
Yeah.
Will we all be like, AI whisperers?
Interesting question.
Like making sure the AI is doing its thing right.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm getting off track. This Harvard article, it had this cool example about drug development. Did you know it normally costs $1 billion to bring a new drug to market?
It's a very expensive process, yeah.
And it takes forever.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying AI could speed that up big time.
Really? That would be amazing.
Imagine, right. New cures and treatments coming out way faster.
Yeah, think of what that could mean.
That's a game changer,
It is.
especially for people who are, really sick.
Absolutely.
And it's not just big pharma either.
Right.
This Harvard article, they quote Karen Mills.
Yeah.
She used to be in charge of the Small Business Administration.
Okay.
And she thinks AI can actually help small businesses compete, especially when it comes to like getting loans and stuff.
I can see how that would be helpful.
Right. It's not just this big corporation tool. It's a leveler almost.
Yeah, it's like it democratizes access to those resources.
Exactly. But okay, we got to be real here too. We can't just get caught up in all the hype.
Right, of course.
There are some worries about AI.
For sure.
And we got to talk about those.
Yeah. AI is not perfect, and it's important to be aware of the downsides.
Okay, so let's get into that then. This YouTube panel, they really get into some interesting stuff.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's about this idea of AI and humanism.
Interesting.
Like, how do we make sure AI is a good thing for humanity?
Yeah, that's a big
It's
question.
not enough to just make things faster, more efficient, right?
Exactly.
We got to make sure AI is used for good, not just for, profit.
Right, for the benefit of everyone.
So that's where this idea of humanism comes in.
Okay, tell me more.
It's about, like, making sure human values are at the center of it all, not just the tech itself.
I see. Like remembering that AI should serve us, not the other way around.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Right. AI should be our tool, not our boss.
Exactly.
And they even talked about, like, creating a constitution for AI on this panel.
A constitution. That's an interesting concept.
Right. What do you think that would look like?
Well, I imagine it would be some kind of guidelines, right?
Yeah, like rules.
Rules or ethical frameworks for AI development.
So it doesn't go rogue, Start making decisions we don't like.
Exactly. It's like we wouldn't just let self-driving cars go crazy on the streets without traffic laws, right?
Right. We need rules for AI, too.
Yeah, absolutely. We need boundaries.
Okay, this is getting good. But hold on, there's this other point I want to hear your thoughts on. One of the panelists, this guy named Ben Goertzel,
Okay.
he brought up this crazy question. What if AI gets as smart as humans?
Oh, wow.
Like, really intelligent. Will it need its own moral compass then?
Whoa. That's deep, man. Like,
Mhm.
what does it even mean to be human? If AI gets to that point where it's thinking for itself,
Yeah.
making judgments, like,
Oh.
whoa, does it need moral?
It's straight out science fiction, right?
Really?
But it's getting real.
Yeah.
Like, Do we need to think about AI rights,
Yeah.
AI ethics?
It's crazy.
I know. So this panel, they were exploring this idea of AI being like a partner,
A partner.
in human evolution.
Oh, wow.
Like we evolve, AI evolves.
Interesting.
One of them, this woman named Elena,
Okay.
she was saying we need to focus on developing human consciousness at the same time, as
Yeah.
AI develops. Like the more we understand our own consciousness,
Uh-huh.
maybe the better we can guide AI. So it's good for everyone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right. And that makes me think of this Forbes article. It was talking about leadership in the AI age.
Okay.
The author, this guy, Andre Chauget,
Uh-huh.
he's all about creating ethical frameworks for AI
Yeah.
and transparency.
Transparency. Yeah, that's huge. If we don't know how AI is making decisions,
Yeah.
how can we be sure they're fair?
Right.
It's like we got to be able to peek under the hood, make sure it's working the way we want it to.
Exactly. And that brings us back to that constitution idea. What kind of principles would we need
Hmm.
to make sure AI is ethical, responsible?
Well, first off, I think accountability is key.
Okay, yeah.
We need to be able to trace AI decisions back to, like, the source,
Yeah.
Figure out why it made the choices it did.
So if something goes wrong, we can figure out what happened. Who's responsible?
Exactly. Like a paper trail for AI.
Makes sense. What else?
Fairness is huge, too. Of course. We got to be sure AI isn't, like, making things worse,
Yeah.
not perpetuating biases or even creating new ones.
So it's not enough to just build AI that's, like, technically amazing.
No, not at all.
It has to be fair, too.
Exactly. We can't just focus on the tech. We got to think about the impact it has on people, on society.
Powerful stuff. It reminds me, AI is just a tool, right?
It is, yeah.
Like a hammer.
Mm.
You can build a house with it, or you can,
Break something.
exactly. It all depends on us,
The people building it.
the people using it.
And that's why it's so important for everyone to be talking about this,
Yeah.
This AI ethics stuff. It's not just for tech people. It's for everyone.
It's our future.
It is.
It's easy to feel like, oh, this is all so big and complicated, but we have a say in this.
Absolutely.
We're not just along for the ride.
We can make choices that shape how AI develops.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
And speaking of choices, what do you think about the future of AI? Like, are you optimistic, pessimistic, some planet in between?
I'm cautiously optimistic, I'd say.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, I think AI has incredible potential, but there are definitely risks, I think the key is to stay informed, stay engaged, and never stop asking questions.
I like that. Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Like hopeful but realistic.
Exactly. And remembering that the future of AI, it's not set in stone,
Yeah.
It's something we're all creating together.
This has been amazing.
Yeah.
So insightful. I feel like I get it now,
Good.
The complexities of AI and how important humanism is.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. But before we go, I got to go back to that idea of AI being a partner in our evolution.
Oh, yeah.
What do you picture that looking like?
Yeah.
What kind of future can we build together?
Wow, that's a big one. I think the possibilities are endless, really.
Yeah.
Imagine AI helping us solve climate change, Eradicate poverty, cure diseases.
It's like dream?
It is, but it's not impossible.
Right.
Imagine AI boosting our creativity,
Yeah.
helping us learn more, connecting us with each other on a deeper level.
It sounds utopian, but
But it's not totally out of reach. The key is we got to be intentional about it,
mm-hmm.
Make conscious choices about how we develop AI, how we use it, and we always got to put human values first.
So it's not about building smarter machines.
No.
It's about building a better world.
Exactly. It's about using AI to create a future where everyone can thrive.
I love that vision. It's
Oh.
inspiring. But I know there are going to be challenges, right?
Oh, for sure.
What are some of the biggest hurdles we got to clear to make this happen?
Well, one of the biggest ones is making sure AI benefits everyone,
Yeah.
not just a select,
It's about access, right?
Yes, we got to address bias, fairness, access, make sure AI is a force for good.
Democratizing AI.
Exactly. Making sure it doesn't make inequality worse, but actually helps create a more just and equitable world.
Crucial point. And it all comes back to this,
What's it?
AI isn't just about technology.
Right.
It's about people.
It is. AI is a reflection of us, our values, our hopes,
Whoa.
and the future of AI. That's up to us.
I love that. We have the power.
We do. We have the power to shape the future of AI. But with that power comes responsibility.
Definitely. We got to use this tech wisely, ethically, for the good of everyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive
It has.
into the world of AI and how it's changing everything.
It's changing fast, too.
It is. I feel like we just scratched the surface, though.
There's always more to learn, you know?
There is, and that's what makes it so exciting. What are some of the key takeaways you hope our listener is walking away with?
I hope they're feeling that sense of wonder, that excitement about what AI can do,
Yeah.
but also that sense of responsibility.
Mm.
AI is powerful, and it's on us to use it the right way.
We can't just sit back and let it happen.
No way.
We have to be part of shaping the future we want.
It's a good analogy, right? We're all part of this, building the future with AI.
It is. And that reminds me of what you said earlier about staying curious and asking questions.
Yeah, that's crucial.
Especially with AI changing so fast.
No, absolutely. It's not like we have all the answers right now. Things are
Yeah.
changing constantly. So we got to be flexible, open-minded, you know?
And be ready to, change our minds about stuff.
Exactly.
It's like we're on this journey with AI, figuring it out as we go.
I like that. A journey.
But we got to be careful too, right?
Oh, for sure. Adventurous, but responsible.
Exactly. Because AI, it's not just tech, is it?
No, it's not.
It's a reflection of us.
It really is. It shows us who we are, what we value.
Deep.
It is.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing you want our listener to remember about AI and, how it's changing the world?
I want them to remember this. The future of AI, it's not set in stone.
Okay.
We're creating it every single day
Wow.
with the choices we make. So stay informed, stay involved, and most of all, stay hopeful. We've got this.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for joining us on this amazing journey into AI.
My pleasure.
It's an eye-opening, really.
I'm glad.
I feel like I've learned so much from you.
Likewise.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to this deep dive. Keep those minds curious, keep asking those questions, and keep exploring the amazing world of AI. We'll see you next time.